Have you ever dreamed of creating a garden so enchanting that every corner feels like a hidden storybook scene? Today, we're diving into a perfect blend of perennial planting, rejuvenation pruning, and welcoming brand new koi to our pond. The kind of day every garden lover dreams about. So grab a cup of coffee, breathe in the fresh air, and let's step into the magic together. The morning greeted us with pure perfection, crisp, sunny, and no breeze to stir the calm. It was around 63 degrees, the kind of day that makes you want to stay outside from sunrise to sunset. Before getting into our projects, I couldn't resist showing you one of my favorite sights, the Indian magic crabapple. This tree is breathtaking, with blooms running from the bottom of each branch to the very tip, a cascading explosion of color. We planted it in memory of Aaron's parents' tree, the one right outside their dining room window that looks spectacular year-round. It's already thriving and full of life in our garden. Right next to this blooming marvel, we planted our first perennial, the adorable checker bloom. It's a western native wildflower I'm growing for the first time, known for its petite 8-inch height and delicate hollyhock-like flowers. Samantha and I tucked 5 of these in beside our Arctic Fire yellow dogwood, loving the contrast of their different shades and shapes of green. We also placed another 5 nearby, complementing the Ivory Queen alliums. This plant promises summer-long blooms and butterfly attraction, which I can't wait to witness. Next, we moved across the south garden to plant something truly unique, the silver cutula. This low-growing beauty, perfect for rock gardens, flaunts silvery blue, dense foliage, and will be a stunning neighbor to our seaside pink rugosa roses. Although it thrives in dry conditions and dislikes winter wetness, we're betting that the sprinkler overspray here will provide just the right amount of moisture without overdoing it. It's another new plant for me, adding to my adventure of growing unfamiliar varieties this year, a challenge I absolutely adore. Near the pond, we found the perfect spot for our next addition, Cupids Dart. These whimsical, paper-like blooms in shades of lavender blue already hint at the dreamy wildflower meadow I envision surrounding the water. Although they're early bloomers now, having lived in our greenhouse since January, I'm excited for their natural midsummer to fall color show. Hardy to zone 4 and growing about 2 feet tall and wide, they'll bring an ethereal, magical feel to the space with their feathery blooms floating above the foliage. I decided to plant them close together to create a drift of soft, whimsical color, enhancing the idea of a naturalized, untouched meadow around the pond. Their flexible, long stems make them excellent both for fresh-cut arrangements and for drying, while also attracting all the beneficial bugs we love to have in a thriving garden. With their minimal maintenance needs, even the seed pods left behind after blooming add beauty. They're truly a gift to any landscape. Finally, tucked into the secret, often overlooked corner behind the pond, we planted Labrador Violets. These sweet, fragrant little blooms will naturalize beautifully, helping with erosion and adding charm to an area we see from the basketball court. They'll bask in a little dappled morning sun before settling into shade for the rest of the day, adapting effortlessly to the space. Though not in full bloom after enduring the greenhouse heat since January, their potential is undeniable. A perfect, quiet note to end our planting session. With all these new additions settled into the garden, the anticipation builds for the arrival of our new koi, adding even more life and movement to the pond's serene surface. It's these small, joyful moments, planting, pruning, welcoming new life, that turn an ordinary day into a storybook chapter in the life of a garden. Stay tuned, because the magic is just getting started. Because they won't be under full sun, but that's perfectly fine for this cozy little nook behind the pond. It's all about creating those hidden treasures in the garden that feel like a special discovery when you happen upon them. I tucked the Labrador Violets around the hellebores, letting them weave through the space naturally. I think over time, they'll fill in and create that lush, enchanting carpet effect, something almost storybook-like. Now onto rejuvenation pruning, one of my favorite tasks, honestly. It feels like hitting the refresh button for so many plants that may have gotten a little wild or tired looking. I like to think of it as giving them a fresh new lease on life. Today, I'm focusing on a few shrubs that have been growing with a little too much enthusiasm. We're trimming them back hard, encouraging fresh, vigorous new growth that will look so much more vibrant and healthy. The beauty of days like today is that it's not just about checking tasks off a list. It's about the whole rhythm of the garden, planting new life, refreshing the old, and welcoming new energy. Every perennial that goes into the ground, every thoughtful prune, every new koi swimming through the pond, It all builds into this bigger picture of a space that's alive, constantly changing, and deeply personal. Gardening isn't just a hobby, it's storytelling. It's writing a living, breathing story that evolves with every season, every choice you make, every risk you take trying a new plant or a different design. And today, with the perennials planted, the shrubs rejuvenated, and new koi gracing the pond, we're turning a brand new,